I am the author of The Crumbling of a Nation and Other Stories, and the story I would like to talk about today is called Bye Bye Sadness. It is a story about a young boy who has made it his mission in life to eradicate sadness. The story is heavily satirical, satirizing many different aspects of American society. Here's a little sneak peek of the story. When asked in the second grade, "Little Willie, what do you want to be when you grow up?" Little Willie said, "Sir, I want to cure sadness," though he didn't quite know how he was going to do it. After all, there was a lot of sadness in the world, and Little Willie was just a kid. That is, until his fourth grade teacher invited all of the students' parents to share with the class what they did for work. Little Willie found this day fascinating, as he was eager to learn about the possible ways he could bring happiness to the world. But it wasn't until Marissa's mother arrived that Little Willie found what he was looking for. She talked about the pills she sold to doctors and how those pills helped their patients deal with pain. She called the pills revolutionary and miraculous and life-saving. "Do any of them cure sadness?" Little Willie interrupted. "They may not cure sadness," said Marissa's mother. Then she looked around at the other parents and added, "But the money?" Little Willie dedicated the rest of his childhood to learning all about pharmaceuticals, and when the time came, he was accepted into every university he applied to, including a full-ride scholarship to the nation's top university for aspiring pharmaceutical scientists like himself, which he eagerly accepted. While there, he took classes in chemistry and biology and physics and pharmaceutical sciences and engineering, passing them all with perfect scores. Meanwhile, he was given unlimited access to the university's many laboratories, and every professor on campus, even those he had never had, came to offer him advice, or simply to watch the young prodigy in action. It was there that he became Little Willie, the pharmaceutical prodigy, the boy who was going to cure sadness. By the end of his second year at the university, Little Willie, the pharmaceutical prodigy, had created the first iteration of the pill he had conceptualized as a kid, the Be Gone pill. He spent the next year experimenting on rice, rats, and guinea pigs, doing various things to induce pain or sadness, then providing them with Be Gone pills and placebos to see their reaction. At the beginning of his fourth year, Little Willie, the pharmaceutical prodigy, rented out the school auditorium to speak to the 3,086 volunteers who had signed up to participate in the human trials. How many of you have ever experienced sadness? Every hand in the auditorium went up. If you could eradicate sadness from your life forever, how many of you would? Again, every hand in the auditorium went up. "Well then," said Little Willie, the pharmaceutical prodigy, removing a little white pill from his pocket as he did, "allow me to introduce you to the Be Gone pill." He lifted the pill to his lips, took a small sip of water, and swallowed it down. Within seconds, his face was overcome with an overwhelming happiness. His smile was so large that it burst into laughter. Say bye-bye to sadness, everybody! If you would like to find out what happens next or are interested in any of the other stories, my book, The Crumbling of a Nation and Other Stories, is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and the TikTok Shop.